We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from NRG Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
South. All right.
Stroud gonna throw right away. That's good. He's gonna be out of bounds right around midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud to throw here on first down. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A second down throw for Stroud. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Bucky. Why Tony? Now, what's what?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Ooh. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. He'll get forward to about the 42. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the
2nd down and 8.
There's the hot. Hey, Uno Mars. All right.
To throw is Stroud. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Houston. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 37-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A 28-yard gain. And
To the air now on 1st and 10. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag.
And he's in! Jawan Johnson. Touchdown Saints. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. No problem there on the extra point. The Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Play.
Stroud to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season. And he gives his team a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 39-yard line.
Tony. 19 seconds.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
South. Hey, Uno. On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Hey, Uno Mars. 11.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, they continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Leads to second and 10.
And it'll bring up second down.
Hey, south. Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw. Stroud. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they force the incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete, the right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Shaheed in motion. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the right side, that's St. Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
19 Texas. Here we go. 18. What's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Stroud. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down for Houston.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It is second and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raider now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Saints 14.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Third quarter begins with a run. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
a gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
18. What's that?
Now, Stroud. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
One across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
To the air now on first and 10.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Back to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT up and good. Saints will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Oh, right. 18. What's up?
Throwing is Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
They'll throw here on third and short. He will not be able to get to the edge. He's shut him down, taken down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Loss on the play. It's fourth down.
South. 19 Texas. 11. Look the hot.
On fourth down, Stroud. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6.
12-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's fourth down.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll work his way out right. This one caught at the 4. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Olave is the motion man. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. they'll look to throw yet again. He's got his big tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Texas. Hey, Uno Mar. Here we go. 118. That's it.
On first down, it's Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14th round. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Houston. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Saints first down. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here is 1st and 10. He'll run. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Oh, ready? Nice.
McCaffrey. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Here's 2nd down.
Oh, ready? Tony. Nice.
On the run, McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. New Orleans 3rd and final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.